You graduated high school proud. You could solve quadratic equations in your sleep. You knew the difference between mitosis and meiosis. You memorized every amendment in the Bill of Rights. But when you turned 18 and got your first credit card offer in the mail, nobody had ever explained to you why carrying a balance feels normal while paying it off feels like punishment. Nobody told you why seeing 70% off today only makes your stomach flip with excitement even when you don't need the thing. And nobody warned you that the pain of losing $100 hurts twice as much as the joy of gaining $100. So you'll hold on to a losing stock, a bad relationship, or a sinking car loan just to avoid admitting you were wrong. That's not a character flaw. That's money psychology, the invisible emotional forces that hijack your brain every time money is involved. And the most painful truth? Schools didn't forget to teach it. They refused to teach it. Because if you understood how fear, greed, envy, FOMO, and loss aversion control your wallet, you'd stop being so easy to profit from. Today, we're going to crayon the money psychology schools refuse to teach, explained like you're 5, with uncomfortable truths, real stats, a lot of dark humor, and the exact tools to finally stop your brain from sabotaging your future. By the end of this video, you'll see every financial mistake you've ever made in a whole new light, and you'll never look at a sale, a stock ticker, or a credit card offer the same way again. Welcome to Crayon Wealth, where we make the uncomfortable, hidden parts of money simple, funny, and actually empowering. If you're ready to stop being the product and start being the player, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We drop these revelations every week. Let's pull back the curtain on the game they never wanted you to understand.
Schools have 3 favorite excuses on repeat. No time in the schedule, testing comes first, teachers aren't qualified. Those sound reasonable until you realize the schedule somehow found room for square dancing in gym class, but not for square roots of compound interest. In 2025, only 49% of American high school students were guaranteed a single personal finance course before they tossed their cap in the air. That means more than half graduate thinking diversification is something you do with your sock drawer. The blind spots are hilariously unfair. In schools where most kids are Black or Hispanic, finance classes are about half as likely to exist. In schools where lunch is free for almost everyone, only around 5% of students ever get taught anything about money. Meanwhile, the rich kid academies are out here running full-on Wall Street junior simulations, complete with mock trading floors and entrepreneurship pizza parties. It's almost comical how obvious the pattern is. The kids who most need to know how to spot a debt trap are the ones most likely to graduate never having heard the word bias. The system isn't accidentally leaving a gap, it's carefully preserving one. Because when you don't know your brain is wired to panic buy during a sale, chase hype on TikTok stocks, or cling to a losing investment like it's a childhood blanket, someone else gets to keep the profits from every single emotional oopsie. Your brain comes with 6 built-in money gremlins that make you do expensive things while feeling completely logical. Here they are, super simple. 1. Loss aversion. Losing $20 feels twice as bad as finding $20 feels good, like when you keep wearing shoes that hurt your feet because I already paid for them. Grown-ups do the same with stocks. They hold losing investments forever just to avoid saying, I was wrong. Stat, people hold losing stocks about 50% longer than winning ones. 2. Confirmation bias. Your brain loves hearing you're right and ignores anything that says nope. Like believing your favorite team is unbeatable even after they lose 10 games. Investors read only the happy articles about their stock and skip the warnings. Result, they pour more money into bad ideas. 3. Herd behavior. If everyone runs to the ice cream truck, you run too, even if you're not hungry. That's why everyone bought GameStop at $400 right before it crashed. Stat, during meme stock manias, everyday people lose billions chasing the crowd. 4. Overconfidence bias. 90% of drivers think they're above average. Same with money. Most people believe they can beat the stock market. Reality, 90% of day traders lose money within a year. 5. Present bias. You want the cookie now, even if waiting means 2 cookies later. That's why buy now, pay later feels free, until the payments hit like a truck. Most credit card users carry balances because future pain feels far away. 6. Sunk cost fallacy. You keep watching a terrible movie because you already paid for the ticket. People stay in awful jobs, toxic relationships, or money-losing projects just because I've already invested so much. These aren't mistakes. They're ancient survival shortcuts that worked great 10,000 years ago. Today, they're gold mines for anyone selling you stuff. Your brain gremlins aren't just cute quirks. They're billion-dollar cash machines for the people who sell you things. Credit card companies know loss aversion perfectly. They offer you a shiny new card with 1.5% cash back and a $10,000 limit. Sounds like free money, right? But they also know people with higher limits spend 30% more. And when you carry a balance, like nearly half of cardholders do, you're literally losing money and feeling rewarded for it.
Trading apps turn overconfidence into confetti. Every time you buy a stock, the screen explodes.
With fireworks, push notifications cheer, your portfolio is up 2% today. It feels like a video game. You start trading more, convinced you're a genius. Reality, 90% of day traders lose money long term. The app never shows you that stat. They profit from your trades, win or lose. Retailers weaponize present bias and scarcity like pros. Limited stock, only 3 left. Sale ends in 2 hours. Your brain screams, "Buy now or regret forever." You don't need the thing. You just hate the idea of missing out. Buy now, pay later plans are present bias on steroids. Pay $0 today, 4 easy payments later. You get the dopamine hit of owning it now. Future you gets the pain of the payments. Most people forget or struggle with the later part. Every color, animation, countdown timer, and "you saved $12" message is engineered. They know your brain better than you do. They don't want you calm and logical. They want you emotional, impulsive, and clicking confirm. These gremlins aren't abstract. They're the reason most people stay broke while feeling like they're doing everything right. Meet Sarah, 24, fresh out of college in Ohio. She gets her first real credit card. The limit is $8,000. She thinks this is adulting. Present bias kicks in. She buys concert tickets, new outfits, and a $1,200 laptop on buy now, pay later. 6 months later, she's carrying $6,500 in debt at 24% interest. She's paying $150 a month in interest alone, more than her car payment. She's not irresponsible. She just never learned that future pain feels fake when the reward is instant. Then there's Mike, 32, in Texas. He sees his buddy post about doubling money on a meme stock. Herd behavior plus overconfidence equals Mike dumps $15,000 in at the peak. The stock drops 70%. Loss aversion hits. I can't sell now. I'll lock in the loss. He holds. It drops another 50%. He finally sells at a $12,000 loss. That was his emergency fund. Now he's working overtime to rebuild it. Or take Lisa, 38, in Florida. She stays in a soul-crushing job for 7 years because I've already put in so much time. Sunk cost fallacy keeps her there until burnout forces her out. She could have switched years earlier to a role that paid 40% more. These stories aren't rare. They're the default. The average American household carries $9,000 in credit card debt. Most people regret at least one major purchase in the last year, and 80% of day traders quit within 2 years, usually after big losses. The common thread? No one ever taught them these were predictable brain tricks. They thought it was just bad luck or not being good with money. You don't have to stay a victim of your own brain. Here are the simple, crayon-level moves that flip the game. 1. Pause the impulse. Before any purchase over $50, wait 24 hours. The dopamine rush fades, and you'll often realize you didn't need it anyway. 2. Automate the smart choice. Set up automatic transfers to savings or retirement the day you get paid. Your emotional brain can't sabotage a decision you already made once. 3. Name the gremlin.
When you feel the urge to buy, chase a hot stock, or hold a loser, say out loud, "This is loss aversion talking. This is herd behavior." Naming it shrinks its power. 4. Flip the script on scarcity. When you see only 3 left or sale ends tonight, remind yourself there will always be another sale. There will always be another stock. 5. Build a tiny bias shield habit. Every month, review one purchase and ask, did I buy this because I needed it or because I felt something? Over time, you train your brain to spot the trap before it snaps. These aren't complicated, they're just consistent. Do them and the gremlins lose their grip. You stop being the easy mark. You start being the one who profits. Right now, in January 2026, the stakes are higher than ever.
Inflation is still chewing through paychecks. Housing costs keep climbing. Credit card debt just hit a record $1.14 trillion. And every day, apps, ads, and limited time offers are getting smarter at pushing your exact buttons. The financial industry isn't slowing down. They're accelerating. AI now predicts your next impulse buy with scary accuracy. Buy now, pay later plans are exploding among Gen Z. Social media turns every influencer's flex into FOMO fuel. If you stay unaware, the game gets rigged even harder against you. But here's the flip side. Once you see the gremlins, they lose most of their power. You can't unsee loss aversion. You can't unfeel the dopamine spike of a sale and then choose to ignore it. This knowledge isn't just information, it's armor. It's the difference between being the easy customer and being the one who profits. In a world designed to keep you emotional and spending, awareness is the ultimate rebellion. You weren't taught this in school. That's why you're teaching yourself now. And the moment you start acting on it, the system stops owning you. You start owning it. You've just seen the truth most people never get told. Money isn't about being smart with numbers. It's about being aware of how your brain tries to sabotage you every time money is on the table. The gremlins, loss aversion, herd behavior, present bias, overconfidence, they're not character flaws. They're ancient wiring. And the entire financial system is built to push every single one of them, every single day. But now you know. You can't unsee the trap when sale ends tonight flashes. You can't unfeel the dopamine hit of a new credit limit. You can't unlearn that holding a losing stock isn't patience, it's loss aversion in disguise. This awareness is your power-up. It's free, it's permanent, and it's the one thing they never wanted you to have. Start small. Pause before the next impulse buy. Name the gremlin out loud. Automate one smart habit this week. Watch how fast the change feels. You weren't taught this in school. That's okay. You're teaching yourself now. Thanks for watching Crayon Wealth, where we make the uncomfortable parts of money simple, funny, and actually useful. If this opened your eyes or made you laugh at your own past oopsies, smash that like, drop a comment with one bias you're guilty of. No judgment here. And hit subscribe plus bell. We drop these eye-openers every week. See you there. Go protect your future. You've got the tools now.